Would you be the Bachelor?
Tayshia, you're an amazing woman. You've got awesome guys there, so you can't go wrong.
Thanks, Joe.
You have been eliminated on The Bachelorette, and it felt like such a quick 180 because you'd had such a huge surge in fandom after that wrestling date.
Come on, Joe.
And now we're seeing you sent home. In the moment in time, did it feel like a shocker to you, or how did you react?
I was sad. I was actually pretty sad. It was such a beautiful experience, and it really was a beautiful moment that we had there amongst the guys, but also like with Tayshia and with Claire. I mean, all of us escaped this pandemic reality that we were living in, and I think everybody appreciated that moment. And honestly, I was pretty upset when I left. I'm not sure you didn't get to see it, but yeah, I shed some tears.
You did?
Yeah.
What made you cry?
It was just it was all of it. It was just knowing that this dream, I mean, we're in the Palm Desert in Palm Springs, and it was this dream world where there were no masks and everyone was hugging each other and everyone was around each other just having a good time. And the point of this experience was to find love. It was this like beautiful dream or a mirage. And it's like that mirage like disappeared. And I snapped back to reality so fast, and I knew it was gonna happen. Once I didn't get the rose, like reality was just rushing back, and yeah, it all hit me how awesome it was.
Did you watch The Bachelor, The Bachelorette before?
In complete honesty, I have never seen an episode of any of the franchise.
Wow,
Bachelor, Bachelorette.
You did not know what you were getting into.
Just completely green, and I didn't, and I watched the episodes, and I'm like, I was like, wait, like you talked to her for like 8 minutes, and you're gonna make a move? It was just completely. I treated this like reality, not reality, and yeah, it was just. I'm having a lot of fun watching this show because I'm like, like that's how fast it moves, and like
that's how it
people
goes.
act on the show.
Anything you wish anything you wish you would have done differently? What would you have changed knowing that now?
That's like an interesting question. I mean, in some ways, nothing, because being so unaware of the whole of the Bachelor Nation, the Bachelor franchise, I think I did go in pretty honest, or very honest, and it's interesting. Part of the reason I think I'm not on TV a lot, I was thinking about it, because I didn't know you're not supposed to look at the camera. So I would be like, because I thought they told me to act real. And in reality, if hypothetically in a real situation, if a camera is in front of me or 7 cameras in front of me, I'm gonna be like, I know I'm talking to somebody. So like, I remember there was one time where Bennett was like crossing his legs. I was like, guys, are you looking at this man's shoes right now? His shoes cost more than my whole suit like combined. And obviously I'm not gonna show that because that's not what the show's about. But I looked in the camera a lot, and I didn't realize
Halpert from The Office.
But because that's what any normal person would do when they see cameras in front of them. They'd be like, hey, like it's like almost like a proxy for human beings. So anyway, I am happy. I kind of am still happy that I was myself.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how it would have changed if I knew how the game was played, kind of. So I don't regret it at all. It was a beautiful experience. And
well, now that you know a little more about it, could we see you on Bachelor in Paradise?
That's a great question. I've been asked that before, and I don't know when it's filming, but I will say, like, I don't know the answer to that, but I hope I'm in a committed relationship, like a serious relationship at some point soon. But again, that's why
sliding into your DMs, I would imagine.
One or two people have been signed to my DMs. Mostly my mom's friends congratulating me on being on the show. Right, I am super single right now.
Okay, not even dating anyone.
No, not at all. No.
Okay,
just
so
super single.
if offered and if you were single, would you go on Bachelor in Paradise? Are you interested?
It would definitely, if I'm single at that time, I would definitely evaluate that option.
Who did you have stronger feelings for, Claire or Tayshia?
Oh, Tayshia, no question. I mean, when Tayshia came in, it really was like the whole mood had changed. everyone got so super excited, and she just has this beautiful energy about her, this aura about her that's undeniable. And from the moment she came from that when she was introduced, I think everybody was like, whoa.
Wow.
And also from that first conversation, everyone was like, whereas before Dale was the front runner, clear front runner, everyone was kind of like, everyone was like kind of had sympathy for each other. Everyone, after Tayshia came in, we had that first ceremony where we got to know her. Everyone was like I want her.
The
Like, I want,
competition
everyone,
started,
it got real, a lot realer once Tayshia came in, and for good reason, because she's
She's
an
awesome.
amazing woman.
At this point, of the guys who are left, give me a couple names. Who do you think is a good guy for Tayshia?
There are so many good guys, and that's what I told her when I was leaving. I was like, man, this is gonna be a hard decision for you. There's so many good guys, but also, you can't go wrong. But if I had to pick a couple of guys, I would say one, the person that I fell in love with on the show, Brendan.
Your bestie.
I mean, I know we had that moment, but it goes beyond that. I mean, Brendan and I shared some really amazing moments and we bonded a lot during that time on the show. And I think he's such a great listener. He's funny. He's obviously gorgeous. And so I think he has a great shot. Ivan, also really smart, very sweet, great values. I think Ivan's also somebody who I root for. And every time Ivan or Brendan got a rose, I know I smiled and was like good for you guys. And I was so happy that they would continue their journey because they're good people on the show and good people in real life too.
Claire, will you marry me?
Yes. Oh my God.
You said yes.
I meant it. Hold on. Put that ring on my finger. I waited a lot of years for this.
Taking it back to Claire and Dale, there were moments that we saw where the guys seemed frustrated with Dale. When I was watching it, I kind of felt like, I don't know, I think they're more frustrated with the situation. What was it like for you guys with Dale in the house? Were you guys friendly with him? Did you think he was genuine? Did you think he was there for the right reasons? What was the true vibe?
So I think from the very onset, from once Dale got that first impression rose, he had a target on his back. And as they say, heavy is the head that wears the crown. And everyone knew he was the top dog. It was very obvious he was top dog. And for good reason. I mean, Dale's a stud. Dale is very well spoken, very good looking. And so for good reason, he was honestly head of the pack from the first night. And so for that reason, yeah, that the house was a bit contentious with Dale on and off the camera at times. But I think now everyone realizes and is happy for Dale and Claire. And everyone realizes hey, everyone was playing the game. And for Claire, you just might have been a little bit better. And I think and that's the great thing about this group of guys is we're all a little bit older. And that doesn't always mean more mature, but I think these guys really were a bit more mature.
I agree.
And I think everyone understands that. They're everyone understood. There were no after Dale left, everyone, no one was yo, F that guy. Everyone was happy for them to have gone, and we were happy to move on.
The question, of course, we know Matt James is the next Bachelor, but you've got some fandom building around you. I think especially if you go on Paradise, if you stay single, I don't know. Would you be the Bachelor?
I'm going to answer the same way I answered about Paradise. I hope, again, tomorrow's never granted. And so I hope I don't have to answer that question. But it's a very flattering question to be asked.
Okay. Anybody in Bachelor Nation you would want to date? Sometimes relationships just come out of this franchise because people meet people doing things.
That's a great question. I don't know Bachelor Nation, so I can't answer that question. But if anybody in Bachelor Nation wants to hang out and talk, I'm here for it. Get at me.